Hi everybody, this is Rick from Studio Spades, and I've got a new video for you today. I'm going to highlight the Curve Explode section of Exploder Tool. So I'm just dragging in one Exploder tool from the asset library. I press Shift S, selection to cursor. You can also see my keyboard shortcuts here. So yeah, just added it to a scene, press M. New collection, call it whatever you want, Blender Exploder Tool, press enter twice, and that should move everything into a nice collection for you. And let's add a couple of meshes for this example, icosphere, and maybe a couple of Suzannes. All right, let me just change the view to something more clear. So you want to make sure that when you use Exploder Tool, all your objects are in at least one collection. Call it whatever you want. And hide it. And then you can call it back up here in Exploder Tool. Boom. And make sure that, yep, they're exactly on top of each other when I enable and disable the original collection. So that's working fine. And yeah, let me just add a curve as well, since we're using a curve explode. That makes sense, right? Let me just rotate it in that direction so it goes with the face of the Suzannes, and apply that rotation. All right, so Curve Explode has gotten quite a few upgrades. You can, of course, add the curve. And as you know, as you could do in previous versions, you can use the curve to guide the explode effect, which can come in handy. And you can always change the curve later on, and it will influence the meshes, of course. But now you also have the modifiers added to it, so we can, for example, add a loop modifier, and you can see everything move along the curve in a loop. And you can still use the curve to guide the effect, of course, or the path in this case. And everything is animating automatically when you press play. That's the beauty of Exploder Tool. You can use modifiers to set a value, and they will animate everything for you. We also have a modifier math section now, so you can modify the original modifier with a second modifier. And whenever you see these drop downs, like modifier math, etc., they always correspond to the parameter above it. So you can see Curve Explode scale here, and we can influence the Curve Explode scale with all these drop down menus. So every time you see this in Exploder Tool, they work on the parameter above it. Okay, so like I said, you can manipulate it further, so we can add some noise as well. And you can see everything become a bit more random, and you can easily subtract or multiply or divide everything for different effects. And you can manipulate everything to your taste. Of course, you can get crazy results this way, or maybe normal results if that's more your thing. So just an easy way to use the Curve Explode section to make things move along a path as well. And you can make this path cyclical, of course. I always forget. It's right in front of me, right? Active spline, here it is. Okay, so cyclical, you can make it go round, which is a nice way to give your objects a path. And of course, everything can be, let's spin Explorer Tool for a minute. Oh, sorry. This window, let's spin it. The effect can also be manipulated further, so we can still use Curve Explode, which is guided by the shape of the curve as well. And it explodes objects in the direction compared to the world origin, so you can get crazy results that way as well, and manipulate your animations even further. And all the other parameters work as well, of course, so you can split the faces and manipulate everything even more so. Maybe have a noise modifier on that as well. Maybe number 2, oh, 3, sorry, number 2. 10, 10, 10, which looks quite fast, can be cool, but let me just check the noise modifier section. We put it on 2, maybe lower the scale even further to 0.1. Yeah. Anyway, lots of possibilities, as you can see. In the newly updated Explorer tool, we're still in alpha, 2.1 version 2 alpha, which might have some bugs and things might change, so please don't use it in client projects. But yeah, it's been updated, and I hope to make another video on the extrude section soon, in which you can make awesome fractals and have those extrusions animated as well with the whole modifier math section. So it's gonna be great, but yeah, check it out in your account right now. I've uploaded it, and I hope you enjoy it. Take care.